Currently on the White House website, they are saying that the Big Beautiful Bill is the most pro-family piece of legislation in history. Let's debunk that. It's Haley on the Hill. Come with me as I take your questions to the halls of Congress every Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, the healthcare provisions in this bill are going to affect every single Michigander, but especially women. Number one, our hospitals, our community health centers, some of the first services that they're looking at cutting are maternal health, labor and delivery, services that are expensive but really important, and then Planned Parenthood. They defunded Planned Parenthood. And while this was never an issue about abortion, that's something separate and not funded by federal Medicaid. This is where a lot of women get their gynecological exams, OBGYN, family planning, and they've basically defunded it. And already 4 Planned Parenthoods in Michigan are announcing that they're shutting down. So there's no way to say that this bill is good for health in general, and there's no way to say especially it's good for women's health.
And I think that over 60% of Planned Parenthood clinics are in rural or underserved communities where oftentimes they're the only place where people have access to obstetric care. What is the impact going to be when we see these clinics close on people trying to have families?
Yeah, so I'll just give you an example from Michigan where we had a Planned Parenthood clinic that does a ton of services for women close in Marquette, Michigan, in our Upper Peninsula. And the nearest place to go get that care is up to 5 hours away to get to another Planned Parenthood for that care. Hospital is still hours away. So it really is about, like, is that young woman going to go get care? Is she going to go to her gynecological exam? Or is she just going to skip that coverage and skip that treatment whatsoever because it takes hours to get there?
What can people be doing right now to fight back against these rollbacks and the changes being made?
Yeah, I know it sometimes feels like you can't, against the rising tide, push back. It's actually not true. We have a perfect example from the last Trump administration where we successfully pushed back. Trump was obsessed with repealing Obamacare, repealing healthcare, and we made that impossible for him because we spoke out. We did community actions. We called our representatives. We educated the public. We did op-eds. We posted on digital. It became politically untenable for him to repeal Obamacare, and so he didn't. It was completely thwarting him. That's the same model we have to use on these current cuts. We have to make everyone understand who's responsible for either cutting your healthcare or making the price of your healthcare go up. And we need to lay that blame right at their feet with public education, not hyper online people. We already know how political people can be online. It's those people who are not hyper online, not hyper political that we need to get to. They're the center of gravity, especially in a state like Michigan, and they're who we need to bring into the fight.
Thank you so much.